This is the Afternoon Buzz Rewind Podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Thrash. Join me for the Afternoon Buzz weekdays from 2 to 7, only on Real Rock Radio, 106.3 The Buzz.
What's your rewind?
Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons have both suggested that Kiss could go on without them for years to come, and Tobias Forge, with Ghost being another band in costume, he was asked about Ghost possibly performing without him in the future in a new interview, and he kind of put it in perspective, saying he's never heard Beethoven's music played by him, and that's fine. He said same as Bach and Vivaldi, and he thinks that just because we're living at the tail end of the classic rock era, half of the masters are still alive, there's really no way for us to understand how they'll live with the idea of rock and roll 50 years from now when all of them, or, well, all of us for that matter, might be dead. Interesting perspective, but still, to me, it's like, okay, that's fine. Don't mind someone else playing their music. Just don't call yourself them, Make it known that they're a tribute. That's my thoughts on it anyway. Last Saturday night, Dave Grohl did a solo set during the Notes and Words benefit, and he brought his daughters, Violet and Harper, up on stage. Violet joined him for a version of Adele's When We Were Young, and then Harper joined them for their version of Foo Fighters' The Sky is the Neighborhood. And those girls are going to be awesome musicians by the time it's all said and done. Go watch that video, 1063thebuzz.com.
1063 The Buzz presents Nonsense Minute. It's always iffy at Iffy Lube.
Iffy Lube. Iffy Lube.
Did we put enough oil in your car? Who knows?
Iffy Lube. Iffy
Tire
Lube.
rotation just $17.99 and $5 off for every wheel we forget to put back on.
Uh-oh.
Where does this filter thing go? Beats me. Not there.
Iffy Lube. Iffy
You
Lube.
gotta have the right viscosity oil for the season, and we're pretty sure we picked the one you need.
Hello, Iffy Lube? Maybe.
Recommended oil changes every 3,000 miles. But who knows? 10,000 might be fine.
I keep hearing a knock.
Who's there? We'll put oil in every hole just to be sure.
Iffy Lube. Iffy
Our
Lube.
technicians are not trained in any way, saving you money. How does this lift thing work? Not like that. Whoops, we discharged your credit card $5,000. Let me see if I can get a hold of the boss.
Iffy Lube.
Iffy Lube. Because you don't know.
Noodles gave an Offspring album update to Rock Titan, saying they don't have a name for it yet. They've got 10 out of 12 songs done. And here's the thing. They're also kind of free agents right now. They don't have a label, so they don't know how they're going to put it out. So that's another thing kind of holding it up. He did say, though, they've been working on a music video for at least one song from the album, saying that they have it in the can, kind of ready to go, and it's slowly coming out this fall. So the wait continues, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Friday will mark 1 year since we lost the great Chris Cornell, and his widow Vicky has announced a public vigil that's going to be held at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery in L.A., where he was laid to rest. Now, she does realize that most people aren't going to be able to make it, especially people around here. So she's encouraged those who were moved by his music to share videos about how he touched their lives. She said to light a candle, say a prayer, speak his name, loud love. Get more at 1063thebuzz.com.
1063 The Buzz presents Nonsense Minute.
I'm a woman now, more or less.
Snip, the new fragrance from Caitlyn Jenner.
Snip.
For the woman of today, who was a man yesterday. Snip. A fragrance as stunning as you and your daughters and Brody.
Snip.
Snip. It's a fragrance and an aftershave and lube.
Snip. Get snipped. Also try Stash, Caitlyn Jenner's beard concealer, and Tuck, Caitlyn Jenner's duct tape.
Before the Pumpkins head out on their Shiny and Oh So Bright tour, they're going to host an intimate 1979 house party. It's at a secret home in L.A. It's going to happen June 28th, and they're giving away a trip out there. Winner and a guest will win exclusive access to the party, a Yamaha guitar, round-trip flights to L.A., a 2-night stay at a Hilton property, and a cash card for ground transportation. Go to smashingpumpkins.com/1979. The instrumental section of Tool are going around the country doing these clinics, and the first one happened in St. Paul, Minnesota last weekend, and a Redditor gave an in-depth recap of the event. The one thing everybody's worried about, well, how's the new album coming along? Well, they confirmed that the drum tracking is done. So far, they just have scratch tracks for vocals, bass, and guitar. They did say that they're recording the tape for the analog warmth it provides. I love to hear that. I love that sound. And check this out. Every song on the album is over 10 minutes long, so it is just going to be epic. Once they're all done, Maynard will come in and write lyrics around it. And he doesn't ask that any of the parts be changed to fit the lyrics, you know. That's just the way they do things. So it's coming along. Danny Carey had said he guaranteed it'll be 2018 when we get that new album. And I've said all along, it'll be like December 31st, 2018. And it's starting to look like that's going to come true.
106.3 The Buzz presents Nonsense Minute.
Ladies, how to keep your man happy so he won't go on Ashley Madison. Step 1. Shave your fur.
I'm cold.
I buy fur.
Ladies on Ashley Madison have no fur because they do not exist. Step 2. Wear a sexy panty.
Where is remote?
In my panty.
Good job.
A big panty is good for holding things he needs, like wheat. Women don't have panty on Ashley Madison because there are none. Step 3. Put out.
I lay on bed.
Yes, you may.
The only people who put out on Ashley Madison are hackers. Follow these tips and keep your man happy. Ciao.
Taylor Momsen of the Pretty Reckless shared a memory on her Instagram account last Thursday. It was a picture of Chris Cornell, and she said it was 1 year ago that day that she was sitting outside of their dressing room in Indianapolis when she heard someone say Taylor. She turned around and her heart dropped because it was Chris Cornell. She had met him a couple of times before in passing, but there he was actually talking to her, so they hung out and chatted for a while. And she did note that night, Cato Quindwala, their producer who had died last month from injuries that he'd sustained in a motorcycle accident, yeah, he was there that night too, so it's got to be a bittersweet memory. But she did vow that the Pretty Reckless will carry on. Wichita Falls police are warning of a new scam that's making the rounds here in town. It starts with the scammer calling a business and convincing an employee that they're with corporate offices or they're detectives investigating bad business practices. Then they have the employee get on their cell phone and not hang up as they listen to everything going on in the background. Eventually, the scammer will convince the employee to take all the money out of the register and leave the business. Here's where the red flag, I mean, come on. At this point, you got to know something's going on because the employee is told to put the money on green dot cards. Hello, that's anonymous dollars right there. And then send pictures of the card numbers so they can access the money quickly. It's crazy, but apparently people are falling for this. Read more at 1063thebuzz.com.
106.3 The Buzz presents Nonsense Minute.
Gah, how am I supposed to check my Facebook with this stupid job?
Is work interfering with your Facebook time?
Yeah.
We can help. We're Welfare.
Ooh, I've heard of that.
That sounds exotic.
Welfare can pay you money to just sit around.
I can check Facebook.
I could get stoned.
Plus, the more babies you have, the more money you get.
Yuck, babies.
Shock, fat and drooly.
Babies are bad.
But more money.
Yay, babies!
I have cats with human names.
That might work.
Yay, cats with human names!
Yeah, but what about rent?
You can live in an abandoned church.
That's true, though.
We can do crack. What?
Now you get it.
Thank you, welfare.
Can they pay me in crack?
We'll have to check.
Sorry, that was a lot of fun.
Well, Rob Zombie said that they're basically more or less finished with the new record. In fact, they had it finished before he started on the new movie 3 from Hell, but they haven't mixed it yet, and they haven't put the final touches on it, but it's pretty far along. So they're going to start mixing the record in June, right before he goes out on tour with Marilyn Manson. He hopes to finish it. He doesn't know if he's going to finish that before the tour, but that's the goal, is to do that, go out on tour, come back, and then edit the movie. He did say that the film and the new album would likely arrive around the same time next year. You can read everything the old living dead man had to say at 1063thebuzz.com. Hey, thanks for checking out the Afternoon Buzz Rewind podcast. Join me, Johnny Thrash, for the Afternoon Buzz weekdays from 2 to 7 on Real Rock Radio, 1063 The Buzz.